What is going on, guys? Taylor,
And it's your boy Dre.
and welcome to our review of Mario movie. Because guess what? Our channel says MD gameplay and reviews. So the end reviews, that means reviews of things, not just games, everything. So you'll see TV shows, movies, what have you, on here. Practically figured out, spread out. Yeah. So we're not going to deter. We also have gameplay as well, but reviews. And we decided to start off with the movie for gameplay game related review. Super Mario Bros. Galaxy.
This is like a segue / transition from gaming to reviewing.
We're bridging into the gap, bridging together.
A movie based on a game, based on a
Based on the game.
Okay, based on
the game. Yeah. So warning, there are gonna be spoilers. And we are going to go into an in-depth look at. We're going to map out the roadmap for the Mario Galaxy movie going forward on Wednesday, our podcast. So that'd be a long talk about that. So right now we're talking about the movie only, post credits as well, what's going on. So please, if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. Come back here, listen to our podcast, or if you want to, if you already watch it, whatever, hang out, listen to our podcast, listen to our review here. Sorry, and then we'll see, like our thoughts on it. Of course, the first movie made a gazillion dollars. One of the highest grossing movies ever. And with good reason. It's a good movie, and I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy the first one?
I thought the first one was decent. I thought it did a very good job at taking we got to go back to the idea that two random plumbers go to this magical kingdom to save a princess, and you're like these turtles that attack, and a giant evil turtle takes a lot of leaps and bounds to get there. So making a movie based on, but the game, it did do well. I mean, it's one of the highest, probably one of the most known IPs of all time, right? So the game does pretty well. So making a movie is kind of it's duh, but it's how you gonna work this where the actual movie works? Because the concept's kind of so just far out there. But what you can do was the gist of it was just lean into it. Why try to make it something it's not? Just lean right into that game. So yeah.
So yeah, to Jay's point, in the 90s there was a study, and during Mario Mania, that Mario was one of the most recognized characters in the world. Anywhere you go to show a picture of Mario, they would know who he was just by the face, or by the picture of him, whatever.
Do you know in that same study, or maybe not same study, it was still a study, who was the number one?
Jesus?
Smoking Joe Camel.
Oh, okay.
That's why they banned advertise. I forget what they did. They made, because Smoking Joe Camel. This is so a side note, but because Smoking Joe Camel was so recognizable to children, they had to add some new laws where you can't advertise smoking or something. I forget what it is, but that's why you don't see smoking ads as often as you used to.
That's right. All right. So this is the direct. They really give a time frame of how far past the first movie took this sequel took place. This is based around the Mario Galaxy game, exactly, as was Linda, Starbits, and all the good stuff. Starbits actually showed up in the first game, the first movie, with Starmie. I forgot the really morbid fucking blue Starbit that was actually pretty funny. But
where did he? I can't remember where he showed up. It was just
he showed up in the he was
in the prison.
He was hanging. He's like, we're all gonna die, and it was it's so fucking morbid, damn it, kid. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, he was in the start.
That's when Luigi was in the cage hanging with the penguins in the cage in the lava on the volcano. Excuse me. But yeah, so this one, I might go into the full story here of what the Mario Galaxy is. Mostly because the story was kind of just I enjoyed the movie. I will say that I really enjoyed the movie. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I understand that what the point of the movie was. It was a vehicle to introduce new characters, and I'm gonna say branch off. It just was much like when they go to the station where everybody kind of goes off in different galaxies, and they meet Ukiki, the monkey, which I thought, I'm like, oh, well, that's it. Kiki the monkey, that's from Legend of Zelda. We'll get into that on Wednesday. But it was from Yoshi's Island. But the monkey that steals his backpack, and then you meet, all the good stuff, all the Mario 2, Bowser, everybody, the Toad. But that hub where everybody goes off their own way, this is that same hub. This movie, I feel this movie is the same way. There's gonna hub, it's gonna break out, and that's what the main reason for the movie was made. The story was very lackluster or mid. It was kind of just like, okay, well, that happens, but it's really, really, really stretched out with a bunch of little subplots going on and ways to introduce and show you characters of other their IPs and their places. The first movie I said when we talked about a while ago was that there was a montage where you saw all these different worlds. You're like, where are they going there? Like you see the montage of different worlds, but you actually don't go there. This one they caught up. Also, they went from Mario Galaxy, but they also touched on Mario 2, Mario 3, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, and then even Mario Odyssey with the little Mexican guys in the beginning. And yes, they are Mexican. I can't say that right now. I'll claim that. And the pyramid, and you introduce Yoshi. Before I go on, Dre, your thoughts?
So I saw this in 4DX, which was a mistake.
And my fucking theater rumbled, huh?
So like I've seen movies in like, I guess maybe it was called 4D at the time. I don't know. Like where it was a single chair and like moves around. I saw Star Wars that way, and it was actually a lot of fun. I was like, okay, I don't mind it. This was, however, a mistake. These are like, instead of a single chair, like 4 chairs like together. It was like kind of like a roller coaster.
Oh wow!
That was
the whole time.
So that was fun for about 35 minutes. It's like, okay, I'm over this, because to me it was too jerky. Like the ones I talk about Star Wars, it wasn't that jerky. It was jerky, but it was like, okay, smooth jerky.
Yeah.
This was like being on a roller coaster, and
constantly though.
Yeah, for like an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Like the entire movie, like in like any scene they can equate move like it's like a hey buddy, it's terrible jerk, right? It's like okay, I get it.
Take it easy.
So that's just that. And if you remember the movie, there's always fucking jumping around and shit.
The
so
Star
it's like,
Fox moment, Jesus.
Yeah. So the Star Fox moment, the motorcycle in the very beginning was like, what? Like, again, it was fun for at first. But like legitimately about 30-40 minutes in, I was like, okay, I can't take this anymore. Like, I legit had a headache because my head kept hitting the back of the thing. It's like, okay, this is, like I said, if it was smooth, like it's just like moving around like haptics.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. But it was like jerking you back and forth and hitting my head against the chair.
This movie.
Yeah, and I was like legitimately, because there was chairs in front of me that were broken.
Really? For that reason?
I don't know. They were just like not moving at all. I was like, okay, I'm fucking over. I switched chairs and sat there, and I was like, yeah, I'm over this. I can't do it anymore. So I had a terrible experience with the movie in that aspect. However, the movie was fine. I would say this movie feels like it was written by someone with severe ADHD because it was just like
everywhere.
It was like, here's the beginning, like, and legitimately, princess gets kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
And then that was the entire, and it was just like a series of events to get to save princess.
Yeah.
But it didn't have like any like depth or meaning to it. It was just like, let's just throw a bunch of shit at you. And like, so something was always happening. I felt like, even like when they bumped into Yoshi, I mean, spoiler alert, Yoshi's in this movie.
Yeah.
It was like, well, how did he get here? And it was like a quick montage. And I was like, so I watched this like, wait, so did he come to Earth and was just walking around where the regular world?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then they fucking left. But it happened so quickly, like it didn't even give you time to digest what they were showing you, because they were already leaving.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, the princess like disappeared, and like ran back, and then like, okay, well, we need to take care of the princess castle area, right?
Yeah.
And then like this 30-second montage of just a bunch of shit happening. Like they go save this person, they go this person, they take these pills, and they use the frog. It was just like a bunch of references. Like they were trying to like, okay, how many references of Mario can we give them? And just keep throwing him at you, and like, oh, chomp, this, that, and it was just like, just thrown at you. Shit just kept being thrown at you.
Yeah.
And then the princess was gone, and then like the kid, like the whole Bowser thing, and then the kid shows up, kidnaps the castle, and then like they fall on another planet, like the B planet, and they're like there for like 5 minutes before they go off to another planet.
Yep.
And it's just like, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It was just like step. Like it was just so many things. Like I said, it felt like someone who would like severe, just like, okay, it felt like the TikTokification of a movie.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a bunch of like you slid your thumb and like some more new action. Slide your thumb, more new action. It was like, so there was like almost little to no depth to this movie, but it was fine and fun, but it was just like hyper attention deficit disorder movie on like steroids. There were just like so many things and thrown at you, like, hey, I'm Star Fox, I came from this planet here, and it's like, okay. And now we're going to this other planet, and it was just like so many things were happening. Like there was like very little story in this entire, even like the ending, just happened so quick. It was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, no, I
like
gotcha, yeah.
I guess that's the end.
Mhm.
Just like that's how they stopped that. They talked about this thing and this world peril, and they just stopped it like this.
Yeah.
Just like
So it was I would say it was also very fucking colorful. And like at any given moment, you could screenshot the screen and have it make a desktop, or a screensaver even, whatever. Like it was beautifully lit. It was super colorful. Everything was colorful. And that's what, it was just eye candy. And then there was stuff everywhere, like along with Dre's, yes, there's ADHD everywhere.
Yeah.
But you really had to, it caused you to like really, like, yeah, you're listening to the movie, but you're looking everywhere on the screen because you want to see it whatever you can find to find Easter eggs and like hints or anything. Like this was, what I feel is the first movie and this movie as well, they do a good job of separating. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be for kids. We get that part. This is for kids movie, but also for you people who grew up playing the game. Here are a bunch of Easter eggs, and here's your job to fucking find them all because there's tons of fucking shit in the background that I saw like at a glance, like. Just even when Bowser went to get the gun from the wall, all the weapons on the wall were Smash Brothers. I'm like, oh shit, like all the weapons are right there. I'm like, that's cool. Like is it from Mauser, and all the Mario 2 characters like showing on, those are like Easter eggs, but like the stuff in the background happening on, the little black little shiny little sprites are, that come out in that game, which I hated. But there's so much going on in the background that it calls for like. You have to go back and I don't know. They're like, it's almost you can't wait for it to go come be available online to buy or to rent or stream because you need to go back and fucking frame by frame. You're gonna turn an hour and a half movie into like a 3-hour movie because you're gonna frame by frame and look everywhere, and that's what I love about this game. And love about it. So it's nostalgia to me. Yes, like I said, it sounds like we agree on the story being very like moderate.
Like, it's just like princess kidnapped, and then let's go save.
And here is a bunch of cool Easter eggs, and references.
Like I find like some point just flying by worlds. It's like, well, what's that world? Like you didn't even like take your time. Like why show all this shit that's just happening just to go by? And it's like it was so much just like happening back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was just like. Dude, I was really like if I had to explain this movie to somebody, like, look, man, they kidnapped, Princess got kidnapped and got saved, and they just random set of events between.
And they didn't choose these people.
Yeah,
that's it.
And it was like, every Easter egg you can think of, like from the Super Scope 6 to frickin' like old school Mario to like that. What's that new Mario game where it's like the impossible Mario levels and shit?
Impossible Mario levels?
Basically, like they drive those Doomsday Mario levels, and they had those people fast.
Oh, those are like that's like not Mario. Like, not Mario. It's like that's like those like Mario hacks actually, like just like those hack movies. Or people also used to make them in Mario Builder.
Yeah, like, it's basically like that. There were stages like that, and then like it would reference back to like the old school Mario look. That's the one thing I said that I really like about this is they animation styles was fucking on point.
Yeah,
like it was just like they had them like regular everyday CGE, and then when this fox shows up, I actually want those photos. I was like, I tried to screenshot them because like the fox area, like it was like almost like anime look, but it looked really cool. They had the fox look, and then like when they were rebuilding the castle, they went to like a 2D like paper drawing look, but it just looked kind of cool. And then when they were
when Bowser Jr. was playing the game, right? Like,
he was playing like the game, and then when they went to
he was using NES Advantage, like old school like NES controller.
But yeah, there was like the NES at the very beginning of the game movie sooner in the room. But yeah, I was just saying like they were going that, and then like when there was something else when like the animation style changed for like a split second. I forgotten it. Like I said, so many things were happening in this movie. It was hard to keep up. But yeah, I really like the animation team. Like, it's just. The whole team, like the whole movie's like just put the animation team on blast. It felt like it was like a series of just how much animation can you get done in an hour and a half
for animation.
Like they had all hands on deck for the animation team because it really was just
I would say the budget has to go there. The most of the budget had to go to the animation.
Animation, because there wasn't even that many lines in the movie. If you really think about it. Like they had some conversation.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like super in-depth conversation. But it was just animation chaos. It was like, oh man, I'm telling you, I felt watching this as like watching like a bunch of just action scenes like strung together, so it made like some sense or enough sense to get all of that, because it was just so much stuff going on. Like even the very beginning was like kind of slow, like, oh, let me tell you about the story. Oh wait, someone's knocking at the door, and boom, boom, yeah, like it's like it was like basically Harry Potter at that point.
Yeah,
and then it just did not let up.
Yeah. This movie also did what it's supposed to do. It resparked my interest. I never played Mario Galaxy the game. I bought on Switch the 3D bundle with Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and 3D Mario Galaxy to me. I never played Mario Galaxy, so I decided to start playing it. And I'm having fun playing it. I'm saying a couple levels in, but it just kind of helped me up. Figured, you know what? Maybe it'll help me understand the movie better.
Okay.
You don't need to do the homework to enjoy the movie. That just came out the bat. You don't need to do homework to enjoy the movie. You enjoy the movie as is. If you are familiar with the games, yeah, that helps out as well.
We just need to know that there's Mario, Luigi, Princess,
Toad, Yoshi.
It would really help to know Rosalina though.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's
against the Galaxy.
Yeah, like if you didn't know that, because I know who Rosalina is because I play Smash Bros, but I don't know it that in depth, so I don't know anything beyond just Rosalina. So I don't even know if the story that came out of the movie it's canon.
Well, it has to be now. I
don't know if it was canon before that.
Oh, in the game.
Like I don't know if that was like, oh, that's
like my sister.
Yeah, oh, you should have known that already. He's like, oh, I've never played. Last Mario game I've really played in depth was Mario 64.
Yeah.
I didn't play Mario Sunshine. I haven't played any of the Galaxies. I didn't play Odyssey. I did play the little ones where they turn into babies. And they're like, it's like an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I did play that one. But that was like the last one I played besides Mario 64. So like Galaxy, Odyssey,
Wonder.
All those, I haven't played any. I'd never played any Paper Mario. Is that where the paintbrush is fun? I didn't understand when he got that magical paintbrush.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, is that from Mario Sunshine? Because he paints the goo stuff, and you have to clear it up with the water gun you have on your back. I thought that was from.
Oh, I don't know. But, I thought it was Mario Paper Mario.
I would love to have a either amiibo or whatever of Bowser Jr. with his fucking that bandana with it drawn on in his fucking metal form. That was awesome. I really liked that a lot.
Yeah, he was like fucking badass. Like, wait, how is he like all powerful? Like, wait, how did he build this entire empire? He's like all powerful, is badass. This annoyed me, right? Because clearly he needs to have the brush in hand for it to work.
Yeah.
But then he could keep throwing it every now and then, and like they kept knocking. Like the idea was like, oh, obviously if he doesn't have the brush, he loses his magic. So I was like, so you don't want to let go. But then at some point he would throw it at people. I was like, wait, I don't.
Isn't that always? But isn't that always in Mario games? The enemy will throw something, will give you the option to hit them. Like that's your opening to hit them.
I just thought it was weird because he was very like obvious. Like, oh, this is my magic wand. Without it, but then at some point he would throw it at him. I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, and then like, and maybe again, this is because I have only had played since Mario 64.
Yeah.
What was up with the dragon? Why did the dragon attack him?
I can't remember Sunshine all the way. It may have been a boss or whatever. Yeah, that's on me. That's my reference loss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Like, okay, I get it. Like, oh, he brought out the big bad. It's like, okay, so now they're getting. Well, they weren't serious before. Now it's like super serious. But it's like, okay, I guess that's it.
But also, hey, Mr. Game & Watch came out to destroy
Game & Watch.
Destroy Dry Bones Bowser. That was pretty funny. You mentioned earlier like a lack of lines. Who had less lines but the biggest paycheck than fucking what's his name, Donald Glover as Yoshi? Like he played the Groot character, where it was just like you say your name, make a couple of grunts, and then you say a couple of grunts and you collect a paycheck and that's it.
Hey.
I was wondering if they're gonna have something where like
did they really need to go out and hire a professional, high-paid?
I don't know, but a name, but I don't know. I mean, unless they wanted to have another black actor, just like other than Michael Key playing Toad. But even then, you can't really tell he's Toad because his voice is sped up and altered.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny because I'm like, fucking Toad gets me. So I was watching, right, and then you see them fighting Yoshi, and like, oh, Yoshi joined us. Yoshi joins us, and Toad's like, he's just part of the gang now? Like, that's how it is going? That's pretty quick. Yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, exactly. It's like, you just kind of like, oh, yeah, hey, nice dinosaur, cool. You're part of the gang now. All right, hanging out. We're, getting dressed together, going to a ball and stuff, and like, we're just, Mr. Pell. Like, yeah, sounds good to me. You seem like a nice dinosaur. I'm like, oh, okay, right on.
It's like, okay, well, I guess that's that. That's how that works.
And later on, he's like, oh, you brought Yoshi too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, the movie, like, the movie at the end of the day, it's fine. I don't think it's gonna make as much as the first one, because I think the first one hits that like, oh, wow factor, like, because it's like fresh, like the Sonic movie, right? They had never made a Sonic movie. And it was like the first Sonic movie was like, oh, this is wow, this is interesting. Same thing with Mario. They haven't made a Mario movie, a CG movie ever, right? The first one. And since the last Mario movie, which was like mid-90s, which wasn't that great, but it's like a cult classic. But so it was like, that's that like interest factor. So it did well, because it was actually an interesting story and like how they worked out. But this one was just like, it just feels like it's straight up for like just kids and not, it doesn't even feel like you're supposed to sit down and like put thought to it, because so many things are just happening. Like so much.
Well, then
I can't stress that enough.
then to me they did their job. If you're saying it's for kids and it's quickly and it's every 2 minutes, then quick. If kids have quick, short attention spans, then they did their job. Because a kid will focus on a thing for a couple minutes instead of looking away, getting bored. Boom, next scene, couple minutes. Next scene, couple minutes. Okay, that works. And in that case, then if you're saying that, then I say good job, because you did your job. That's what they have to do. I'm also want to say that Star Fox was done wonderfully, because not only was it cool animation,
it was really funny though, because
like it was. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's really funny about Star Fox, because no one knew he was in the movie until like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like there was. I looked back it up, because I was like, they just like, because it would have been like the cameo of the year, like but like they ruined it like 2 weeks ago.
So somebody like I think saw it on like on a site somewhere. They had the picture of like, oh, is this Star Fox's leg? And they really had a picture of a leg, and then they went from based on that.
And it was funny. Yeah, I saw that same video. I was like, God damn, right? People should really sit down, like frame by frame, these damn. I had
to analyze colors,
because I hadn't seen any trailers, so I was like, okay,
you wanted to be spoiler free as possible.
But like, when I saw it, I was like, God, I guess they like someone caught that, and someone like especially like they were like, okay, maybe it could just be like Rosalina in like a different jacket. But it kind of resembles Star Fox. It was like, okay, that was a good catch. But
like a week later, it said, oh yeah, it comes out like, oh
yeah. Okay. But like, then like the next week, they like showed a trailer with Star Fox. It's like, why did you? And it's really funny. The trailer with Star Fox, that's not even in the movie.
Yeah,
that's not an actual scene in the entire movie. Because we were like, wait a minute,
unless it was cut.
Yeah, no, unless it was cut or something. But like that trailer with Star Fox, because it shows him. It shows a scene where they're looking at the skies and the stars are falling. Star Fox isn't in that scene.
Yeah.
It was like, wait a minute, they just ruined this for no reason. It wasn't like a scene in the movie. They had no reason to ruin it.
Yeah.
I thought they should have kept it secret. I thought it would have been better that way, but.
So Star Fox kind of played the Han Solo part in this part. Where he's the port. He's like, oh, I'll translate you for you for some money, and then she's like, here's some coins. Like, cha-ching, fucking let's go.
Yeah.
But I really respect that they put Star Fox in here, but they didn't make him the main focus. They could have easily made the main focus and made it all about him and kind of diverted your attention, even though the quick scenes. But they could have easily had him go major, and but also that's going to be like a backdoor spin-off. Like that they did just enough for him to go through. Talked about his home planet, brought out Slippy. That was pretty funny. They had the screenshot of him from the game, the way he looks. He's doing barrel rolls in the sun in the space. The only time Mario actually rode Yoshi, I believe, was in space when they're flying down. They jump from the spaceship and they're flying down. They do like that slow motion pause where it's like, oh yeah, another screenshot, so another fucking wallpaper right there for you. Everyone's all happy and
This is like
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen the Transformers movie? Not
Which one?
The
OG
cartoon
one?
The OG cartoon movie.
The Rodimus Prime.
The Rodimus Prime. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what this movie reminded me of. It was like that, just it's like if you put a Super Mario skin over it. Because that movie is like very similar. Like basically there's this giant planet coming to destroy all the other planets. Unicron! Morbius, look, it's Unicron! Anyway, I can go deep to that. Right. That's like the start of the movie, right?
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie is just a string of action sequences to get to stopping him. But like there's like almost no story beyond Optimus Prime dies after a battle. And then they end up fighting another battle when they fly off in the ship. They just keep fighting battles after battle before they get to Unicron.
Yeah.
And it's like, and as a kid, that's like my favorite movie. Like I had that movie on Blu-ray DVD.
Oh shit.
Because I like it so much, and I watch it like once every couple of years. And it's actually, if you go on YouTube and like type in Transformers movies, it was there for quite a while.
Yeah.
It might still be there. I'm just saying, I still watch that movie to this day. But I recognize, my grown eyes, like it really is just a sequence of action scenes.
Looks familiar.
Between, beginning and end. That's what this movie reminded me of. Like, at the very beginning, like they're flying around on motorcycles, then they go find Yoshi, and then they go do other stuff. Yeah, which is like this movie is just like, it doesn't feel like it's trying to get into the story. We said this last time with the first movie. I wanted them to take it slow. Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, and then Galaxy. Right?
Yeah.
It felt like he just jumped from Super Mario World to Smash Brothers. Or pre-Smash Brothers in one movie. It's like, we're forgetting all that story bullshit and exposition. He's like, I guess it makes sense if these are just kids, so they don't really need all that.
Yeah.
I just think it would have been a better progression. Like, they find Yoshi mid Super Mario World, and then then they understand that there's a bigger world out there. They've already met Donkey Kong. They could have kept drip feeding content. Like, okay, Donkey Kong, so we're getting into the bigger Mario verse. And then they could have went to the Galaxy, but they went straight from like, hey, we're just some regular dudes who own a plumbing business to, hey, we're now flying across
intergalactic heroes.
We are flying across space and time, basically. You met as Fox. Like it feels like in the period of like 2 years, they went from being plumbers to galactic superheroes just flying through space and time to stop Bowser Jr. from destroying the entire universe. It just was like, to me,
everyone knows about them.
To me, that jump is just so like, it's like that escalated. It's
escalated quickly.
Escalated quickly meme. Just visualize. So I mean, I think it's cool on one end. I still think they should have took it slower. Now I'll keep saying that because like to me, so many things are like. So now they went from like Mario, Luigi, and so it went like movie one was Mario, Luigi, all the Kongs. Was Diddy Kong there?
Yeah, he was in there. He was in the crowd.
Yeah, so Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong. Yeah. And then now they have Luma, Star Fox is already there. They had all like the Mario 2, Super Mario World, Super Mario 2 cast.
Yeah, Wart, Mauser, Birdo.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
And then like the Mario 3 cast, some of those people were there, and they're already like in Mario Galaxy, so they already introduced Rosalina. So it really feels like, well, where can it go next?
They didn't have the raccoon. This one they had the frog suit.
They had the frog suit, and they had the flag, the thing. They just did not have the Tanuki costume, but and the cat's costume,
or the boot, Where's the boot at?
Yeah, or the cat costumes.
Cat costumes, from Mario 3D World.
Yeah, but they definitely had a lot of stuff going on. Was the cloud? I never seen the cloud one. Where is that from?
The cloud? Oh, it's either. I don't remember.
Yeah, there's so much thing. And like the very beginning of the game was like a reference to like Mario Kart, right? I mean, last movie was like a giant reference to Mario Kart as it was. So, so it's just like so many things. So they're so beyond like drip feeding. They're just like pour it all out. Like let's get this Mario.
Get to my vein.
Bucket. So you know what? Okay, another thing. Did you ever actually watch the new Space Jam movie?
Oh, with LeBron?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, I know that there's a scene with fucking every IP in the world on the court.
That's what this movie is starting to feel like. It's just IP spillage. Like, okay, let's take all our Mario and Nintendo IPs, throw them in a bucket, and just pour them all out at once. Like, just like don't even like making attempts to like make it seem like they're different universe. Like just
mega eye candy or like eyegasm type shit going on. Yeah.
Basically, like the would it be MCU or MGU Mario Galaxy
or the Mario Brothers the MBU.
Yeah, MBU Mario Brothers
Universe.
Wait, it's Marvel Cinematics. It would be Marvel. It would be MCU, right? Mario Cinematic Universe, basically. But
the SMCU.
Or NCU, Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
No, it had to be animated. It had to be the Nintendo animated cinematic universe because they're gonna do a Zelda live action. So they need to have the animated there. The Nintendo animated
NCU. It's the NCU. We've dubbed it first before anyone else. NCU. Nintendo Cinematic Universe. But basically, what it is they took because like you had the Marvel universe, like, and it used to like kind of drip feed. Like this was the X-Men over here, and this was like Spider-Man, right? And and there's different reasons why he drip cheap, but like they kept them separated. But this one was like, yeah, fuck all that separation bullshit. Let's just throw them all in there. And it only feels like Daisy wasn't in this movie because I just couldn't find out where to fit her in there.
Well, she post I guess for the post credit. Daisy, she did show up post credit. No, she punches Umaki the monkey. Ukiki the monkey. And she shows up. She does a little dance like, oh hey, like here I am. And then so I'm thinking because Mario was kind of like, it hinted Mario has something for Peach. So this is gonna be Luigi's intro to like, oh Daisy, like this is gonna be like the thing.
I'm surprised. The one thing I am surprised about this movie, like they just threw so much IP.
What's up?
They skipped from Mario, Super Mario Brothers to fucking Mario Galaxy 2 so quickly. There's no Wario or Waluigi. There's no evil Mario.
So there were these fake post-credit scenes online that would come across on TikTok. It was like, oh yeah, here's this like a fake, and they would show a picture of like the theater, but a shaky cam, and somebody had put on there one, they put the Smash Brothers, but they're all flying on like stars.
Oh,
down, and like oh, Smash Brothers confirmed, post credit scene. I'm like, I've seen that before. And the other one was when they like Mario, Princess and Toad opened the door to the Mushroom Kingdom, and like Wario's on the throne. And then Waluigi like goes haha and says hi, whatever, like put his head in. I'm like, and it ends. I'm like, I think I've seen it before too. I'm like, you're just like you're taking cinematic from game and putting them in there. Like, hey, yes, I get it, it's cute, whatever. But and there was mention that Wario would be in this movie, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Unless there was different post-credit scenes. But there wasn't. I looked online. I'm like, is there different post-credit scenes? But there's not. But sometimes they have different post-credit scenes, or they'll change them up before the movie when the movie's released.
Yeah. I mean, see, and this is where I say like the whole problem with the movie just being IP, ADHD, hyperactive, blah blah blah, is that they could have took some more time to build up like this friendship between Mario and Koopas, because that quote unquote friendship happened like in a quick snap. Like, okay, we're friends now. Okay, I'm sacrificing for you. You know what? We're not that big of friends anymore. Now I'm going back to killing you. It's just
as we always say here, fuck them kids. Because Bowser Jr. is like the reason why Koopa went back to being mean. Like, yeah.
Like it could have been the whole movie of them like becoming friends. Like like they still don't trust each other, but they have to work together. And by the end of that movie, like their whole friend thing could have been more apparent. And then like Koopa's like desire to kill, because even on that poster over there, Koopa is like the big bad villain in that poster. It looks like, at least.
Yeah.
Can't see it off screen. And Bowser Jr. But like they could have.
It's a poster for the movie.
Yeah, but they could have like built that. I think they could have made this different. Where, like I said, Super Mario World brought in Wario, and they could have built that relationship between Peach and like Mario, while building the friendship between Mario and Koopa, and like making like salty. And then like the third one would bring in the Galaxy. I don't know. I just think it's still too much. I understand it's for kids. Like I said, just why bother with the actual story or build up to it? But at the end of the day, I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. I don't recommend seeing it in 4DX, at least the theater I was in, because like legitimately 45 minutes in, I was like, okay, I can't take this, and like I legit had a headache for the rest of the day. So I don't think I'll be doing that again.
No. I watched it in non-4D settings, so I was okay.
But it was like a fun movie. Like it is like a fun ADHD movie. Like I said, I feel like if I was a kid now, this would be really fun, and I appreciate it as an adult because of all the references and like Easter eggs to like, my past. But it was just like, to me, it's just not enough to like. You said it sparked your interest in Mario. I'm just like, like it's just a bunch of references. Like no doesn't want to move me to buy another Mario game anytime soon. So
yeah. So for me, I as well doing it a lot. I liked it a lot. Had a lot of fun. It scratched the nostalgia itch like really deep for me, and I love doing that. I love reminiscing and being nostalgic because it brings me back to the game times when I was playing as a kid, and growing up, because I've had like growing up, we've always had throughout the years we've always had a new Mario game, and then as much as I've dipped out of Nintendo, like I still have my Switch. And I Switch 2, I have a Switch, I have Nintendo Mario Galaxy, like I said, I have Mario games. I still go back and play. Every time I get a chance to play an old game for however where I play it, I always make my way back to Mario. Or like when me and my brother-in-laws get together, they play Mario Kart, so we'll play Mario Kart. Like it's always.
I still get down on some Mario Kart. You want to get down on some Mario Kart Smash Brothers? Just hit me up. I will. If you want to lose that bad, just let me know, and I will usurp you.
Last time we played Mario Kart, you lost to me a lot.
I don't remember that at all.
Exactly. Why would you?
That doesn't even sound. That doesn't even sound right. Okay, but yeah. Okay, but I say Smash Brothers is my thing. But anyway, like I will say that the whole like reignite interest. Like someone that came with me to saw the movie was like, oh, I want to go play those games. I never played Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I looked it up. Like, oh, on the Switch 2, I guess they have like a Mario Galaxy bundle. So I was like, oh yeah, you can go play that. So they might end up buying that. So it's like I can understand where they're like now selling this game to a new audience that people didn't play it before. So yeah, it's just a concept.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed our review of Mario Galaxy, the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie.
Spoiler free. Like I said, it's Princess gets kidnapped. They save Princess. That's really the gist of the movie.
Look for all the funny Easter eggs, the castles, the animation, the security system. Which is mostly just like the last level, level 8 of any Mario game versus Bowser.
I really think you say right level 8. I still say it was more of those impossible Mario hack levels. It was built like that. That's why I thought it was. I mean, obviously those are a reference to the old Mario 1 games, but I still think it was mostly a reference to like the Mario Builder, where it's like they build those impossible stages with all those fire, like you have to jump on the turtle, bounce off it. That's what it felt like to me. So that's why I thought that was a reference. But it was like
either or.
One of the coolest scenes. Like I wonder if you cut out all the dialogue in this movie and just had the action scenes, how much shorter the movie would be. And it'd probably be like 10 minutes shorter. Because this is just a series of action scenes.
Yep. On that note, thanks for watching. Make sure to check us out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with more videos. Wednesday being our podcast, which you'll see again this Wednesday from this recording goes out, will be our Mario Galaxy podcast. We talk about where we think the movie is going. We talk about we like to be creative and build our roadmap of movies and so forth, and what's going to happen, what's happening. So check it out Wednesday, please. The audio is available on Spotify and iTunes. Video is available here. Either way, it's free. It's up to you. Enjoy it either way you want. And then Friday is usually our gameplay with Monday's gameplay, Friday's gameplay, Wednesday podcast. Enjoy it. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. I know we shall see you guys later.
Peace.